So, we have traded Gar for Emily again.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
Furthering the fan theory that they are in fact the same person.
But then, how do you explain when they've both been on at the same time?
Really good voice acting.
It's just Gar and Emily through time.
Gar or Emily are schizophrenic.
Oh, I get it. So Gar, Emily exists in our reality, and Gar exists in another reality where he would be on the show instead of Emily. And then we just kind of... And it's weird, too, because
never the twain shall meet.
It's because they're weirdly timed, so it sounds like Gar's actually here, speaking his opinions, and then he's talking to Emily as if she's there, but she's not.
It's just distortions in time and reality.
Gar replaces Emily in his reality, so...
Cue the fucking roll call.
We are live! Zenkaigan!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Tempered Seal! Bluecaster! Super Ichi! Loud and Impulsive! Pinkcaster! Lane!
One little spark of courage. Dreamcaster. Global South Perka.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 253.
Okay, Google, what is Pokemon number 253?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
Okay, Google. Which Pokemon is number 253 in the National Dex?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Fuck you!
Can I try?
Yes.
Which Pokemon
You have to say
is...
okay, Google first.
Hey Google, which Pokemon is 253?
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Huh?
Why are you shitty today?
Thank you, Uberbot. It's episode Grovile.
Grovile!
Well, let me just put in Pokemon 253, and then just the Uberbot fucking does it for me.
Yeah. Alright, so, the three of us are here. We are talking about Kamen Rider Zeo episode 44, Ryusoulger episode 18, and because fuck it, the Bleach live-action Netflix movie.
Yep. It was a thing they did, because why not?
Yeah, we were going to talk about it eventually.
Yeah. It's got my boy Fourze in it.
And that's the excuse we're using.
Yep.
And also Meteor and Nadeshko.
Mm-hmm. And Chad. And Chad.
Lovable Chad.
Lovable Chad.
Oh, hi, Blaze.
It's Blazicoon! You missed it! We tried using the Google Home Mini and it wasn't working.
Yeah. Now we have a different robot that stole the first robot's job. Anyway, Zeo.
Rider time!
Zeo!
So before we get into this week's episode, Emily, since you have not been with us for the last couple of weeks, would you like to give us your thoughts on the last few?
How have you enjoyed Zeo since the last time
How
you were
have
here?
you coped?
This is sort of weird, but I don't think Zeo has been bad. I don't think it's been unwatchable or cringy or anything, but it really doesn't feel like anything has happened at all from the beginning of the show to the end. And I know that's not true, because things have happened, but it doesn't feel like the character dynamic has really changed at all, or any of the new revelations have really shaken it up at all. It feels like it's the same people we met in the very first episode.
Factually, the only thing that's really changed is that Woz lives with them.
Now with them, yeah. But it's weird. Even when they did the whole the world got erased and replaced with another world thing, it still felt like the same dynamic, even when the characters didn't even remember each other.
Right? It was like a shitty microcosm of the entire show, just again and faster and worse.
And I don't know why it's like that. Gar said that since it's an anniversary season, every episode is a self-contained thing with a reset button. But was that the case in Decade? Because from what I've heard, I don't think it was not at all.
Decade told alternate versions of the stories from those 10 shows that came before him.
So then I don't know where he got the idea that that's what it is.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, my elbow shock is sharpened
the
pencil.
dudes are playing with the chat bot.
Okay,
For a second, it sounded like that was like a progress key phrase. My elbow sockets sharpen pencils when you pass by in divine fumes of industrial combustion. What form is that?
It's like some kind of machine thing, you know?
Cranking gear. I don't know.
Yes, cranking gear.
Any other thoughts on the series in general before we discuss this week's serving of fried shit?
Do you have a prediction for how the show's going to end?
Oh yeah, well last week we talked about how we think the show will end versus how we would like it to end.
So I said that 01's just going to show up in a fucking portal, give Zeo the 01 ride watch, and then he's going to, because he has an extra rider, he's going to beat Omazeo like that.
I want everything to get erased to make way for 01. What do you think, Emily?
No, what?
Just like, how do I react to that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not that I have a problem with it. I want to know what's going on. You know.
Wouldn't we all like to know what's going on? But this show just doesn't want to tell us that.
It's a So how is it actually going to end?
How do you think it will end, and how would you like it to end?
With
if
nothing
different?
changing, I guess. It's just gonna end with a and we're gonna just fight for the future together forever. End rolling credits with a freeze frame maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like an Anchorman jump or a Bamba jump.
What do you do when a protagonist is in a spiritual and existential funk? Buy new forms! Yeah!
That's too good.
I think I've done that joke before.
But how it might end. Do you think that Schwartz is actually Omazeo? Because I don't think he is, but that's the only thing I can imagine happening at this point.
I feel like I don't think he is, because I feel like Omazeo has the power that Schwartz is looking for. I think maybe Schwartz wants the power to fight Omazeo, maybe?
And that's why I was saying last week that I just want Schwartz to try to go fight Omazeo, and Omazeo just fucking dummies him in one hit. Just gets rid of him permanently.
But what's the deal with Omazeo then?
He's Lavos.
How did Sogo turn evil?
If it even is Sogo, we're not even sure yet.
Oh yeah, the Grand Mac with two hands.
I would love if he was just a different Tokyo Sogo.
Right?
It's not the same.
With a different person with the
same
same
it's a different
name.
person with the same name.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
I
know, I think that's it.
How would I like it to end? I actually don't know. I'm not really good with the whole I'd like it to end like this, because I kind of just I don't want to talk about stuff that might not happen and get sort of disappointed, because that's not what's in the cards.
Well, it's more along the lines of, if you were writing the show, how would you have it end?
How would I have it end?
Everyone drives off a cliff.
No! Not even close!
Thelma and Louise!
No, it's not Thelma and Louise, no. How would I have it end? I'm sorry, I feel like I'm taking up a lot of time
No,
here.
it's so fine.
Soma and Luke Gates.
What happened? It's weird because my brain is coming up with an idea for an ending, but I'm not sure if it's how I'd want it to end. It's just sort of
Well, tell us your idea, just so we have something.
Complete reboot that makes the entire series have been character development for Sogo to not become Omazeo. So
I feel like that's what the show has been telling us that we are heading towards, but
I feel like it's gonna be
we're gonna end with Sogo not turning evil.
Yeah, he's
Hooray!
gonna get the ultimate power, and it's gonna basically reboot the whole universe with all the writers in their proper places again.
Oh, so he's gonna do a thing that
Basically
puts all the
makes
timelines
it so
back.
The entire series was not the entire series wasn't pointless, because he needed the development he had during the series. Supposedly to get this power, but after he does
he gets the power of the King of Time and fixes all the timelines.
He fixes all the timelines, and then everything is back to normal as if it was episode.
You know what? I would say that's very possible.
And then we get a cute thing where him and Gates and Tsukiyomi meet anyway somehow.
Yeah, it
Or
just, it
they'll
just
have-
ends with them meeting in the
Yes,
street.
or
and,
they'll
like, who are
have
you?
or they'll have the sad, sort of bittersweet ending where they don't meet
Forget
until
each other?
way in the future, and then he takes off his helmet and he's Sogo, and okay, now I'm actually kind of sad.
Wow.
Universe reboot endings are both really cheap and always make me bawl my eyes out. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I like them or dislike them. I just know that they affect me a lot. So
All right, so let's talk about
yeah,
this
okay.
week, episode 44.
Sorry for the ramble there.
I feel like this was 2 episodes originally that they just decided to just fucking fold on top of each other. Because the whole thing with Another Drive seems like it could have been a whole arc by itself. And then we have the thing where Kamen Rider Aqua comes in from the future to try and drag Soup back to the future.
Okay, yeah, so I was kind of hoping this would piss Ichi off a lot. So when Aqua comes in, and he's pretty much says to Soup, sorry, I mean Sukiyama, sorry, I mean Alpaca, sorry, I mean Alpina.
Alpinas.
Apparently her name's
no,
Alpina.
never, no.
Yeah! So fucking Tsukuyomi's quote-unquote real name is Alpina!
So now we're just gonna call her Alpaca.
More like PETA!
Call her by her actual
Alpina!
PETA! Just Gentoku running to the fucking streets. PETA!
Yeah, we're gonna call her Alpaca
Give me
now.
2 pina coladas! Alpina colada!
No,
1 for each Soup.
I like Alpaca better.
Albert Peanuts!
Guys, come on!
I can't pick, they're all so good.
Stop making fun of this poor girl. I'm serious.
Alpina colada! That's great.
There you go. So yeah, apparently fucking Aqua is just like, it's like, oh,
I'm here to take you back!
No, it's like, yeah, we're like freaking. She's like, well, we're here to prevent Sogo from being on Mazio. No! You guys being here is keeping him on the path to becoming Omazeo.
What?
So if you guys never showed the fuck up in the past to stop Sogo from being Omazeo, he would never would have went through it. But it makes sense because you know why? If they never showed up, he never would have even considered becoming Kamen Rider Zeo. Think about that.
And
Because they showed up that watch showed up, and maybe Woz would have like interfered.
No. It's not because of Gates and Soup, it's because of Woz. Woz is the one who handed him the driver. But my point is, if Aqua was so hell-bent on stopping Gates and Soup from going back and changing time, why is he showing up in episode 44 and not episode 1?
Yeah, Aqua should have just been a thing.
Mr. fucking time traveler who shows up in a weird, cool blue prototype time machine.
Yeah, and he's like from like 10
Oh,
years.
yeah, it made me think of Shockwave. It looked like Shockwave.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's like from 40 years in the future, and then they like reference him like meeting O's and Fourze in the movie.
Several times.
And he's like, yeah, I'm an old riders. Fuck you.
Oh no, we have to fight. Hold on, let me sniff this pair of underwear right quick.
But yeah,
Is
so
that
he has
a reference I didn't get?
Yeah, because Eiji gave him like a pair of tomorrow's underwear, because like that's Eiji's thing. He's like, oh, as long as you have tomorrow's underwear, like everything will turn out fine.
It was supposed to be a metaphor or like a
So
allegory,
Like
but
always
he takes
being
it.
prepared,
He
or-
takes exactly, but he just takes it way too physical, and now Aqua's inherited his stupidity.
Well, yeah.
Anywho,
Well, yeah, because apparently Aqua was the successor to O's.
yeah, I guess
But he looks more like Ichigo. But water.
that's the idea. Kamen Rider Aqua is designed after. What if
Show
Kamen
rider.
Rider Ichigo was based on water instead of wind?
Well, he was like a Showa rider, yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. That's why I liked when we got a proper like fucking henshin for him too.
Right?
And
With
like-
like you see the water swirling around him. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
and then like we see like the old timey like Showa like spinny
Like the-
effect, and it goes like woo, 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 and then like transforms.
That was good.
I will say I'm not too big of a fan of the eyes on the helmet because it looks like they kind of get like cut off like 3/4 way.
I like it.
Kind of awkward. But I did like the effect where he's like jumping or whatever like that, and you see like water like splashing
Right?
at him and
So
stuff
good.
like that. So like that was really cool. My favorite thing about this episode was another fucking drive because
Of course.
god damn he looks goddamn awesome.
Yeah, so let's talk about Another Drive.
Oh.
This thing was fucking badass. it had one of its eye panels like ripped out and hung down below it.
Yep.
So it looks like it was in a car accident.
Yeah.
It's got the
makes
fucking,
sense.
it's got the door gun like built into its hand with caution tape all over it.
And just, yeah, because I heard it shoot, and I was like, oh, it's the door gun, okay.
I wanted so bad for him to just like open his hand door.
I'm just sad. The one thing I have to say about this design that I was kind of disappointed about was that he didn't have like kind of like a corrupt looking like belt on or something on his
Yeah, I
waist.
was expecting
Like that-
something a
Come
little
on,
better.
like make it look like monstrous or something like that. It's like a monstrous friend.
Just put the mad face on him.
Start your engine.
Break.
But the
your
best
engine.
thing is he can fucking cause density shift, which is
Don't
fucking amazing. I love that he can do that.
So like,
Even Wool was like, "What the fuck is this?"
yeah, we see a few moments over the episode where like he uses the Donyori because that's what they called it in Drive.
Yeah.
Like sometimes some people call it Donyori, sometimes they call it the Jukasoku.
Was it like Dori Dori?
It was Donyori.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Dori Dori.
It was the slowdown.
Yeah, slow down. Oh, that's what I was trying to remember the name for it.
Some Drive fan you are.
No, like I remember it was the technical name for it is density shift.
Yeah.
But like slow down. So you can cause slowdown. So I like that.
But yeah, so we see a few times where like another Drive will use the slowdown, and then Wool will just kick on his time stop to like counteract it. But then another Drive like snaps out of the time stop.
But wait, Wool and Aura got their powers stripped from them.
No, Aura did. Wool got away.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought both of them did.
No.
Oh, okay.
Um,
But yeah, that's kind of weird that Aura ended up becoming another Drive. But it's now funny because now all three Time Jackers have become another riders. Schwartz's Decade, Aura's Drive, and Wool was Kikai.
oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
So yeah, all three of them another riders.
And let me just say that one moment where another Drive like snaps out of the time stop and pulls a fucking FNAF terror face.
Yeah, it was.
It's like, bleh!
Jesus.
Oh my god, it was just fucking cool.
These things are scary.
And then just like, it seems like all of a sudden Wool like cares about Aura so fucking much. It was super weird.
Well, yeah,
like, out
well,
of nowhere.
They both got cast out from Schwartz's fucking
And they're
like
from
Time
other
Jacker
It was
club.
even weird when like Aura's like trying to like do like a food like cook or something like that. And she's like, I can't do this. And I'm like, where
She's
the
like-
fuck was this like 43 episodes ago?
Also, does that mean none of you ate at all during
They
the rest of the
just
show?
ordered things.
Also, we did.
They just stopped time and stole food the whole show, probably.
We did confirm that they're from two entirely different time
Yeah,
periods.
about that. So, yeah, Wool and Aura reveal that Schwartz apparently kidnapped them from other timelines, or like other points in time, and then Sogo immediately says, "Oh, so you have nowhere to go home to." Yes, they do! He just told you that they do!
Maybe they're like shitty timelines.
You don't know that! We haven't discussed that yet!
Also, I like that like Wool was kind of having a serious moment with Sogo where he's like, yeah, when we were time jackers, like we thought like we control all time, like, you know, everything bent around us, and then it's like,
But it turns out we were the ones who were time jacked.
We were being bent.
oh
We got
my
bent.
god.
That's
yes,
good.
yes.
No, that wasn't good. It was dumb.
So we get a little bit more discussion between Alpaca and Tsukasa.
Stop.
Which we now finally found out why Tsukasa's here, because he's here to investigate the origin of the time distortion.
Because of all of Schwartz's bullshit, all the timelines and dimensions are twisting up again, and Tsukasa's here to untangle this mess, even if it requires blowing up reality.
Yeah, and so then fucking like,
And that, you know what, that's on brand.
so then like Alpaca just like says to Tsukasa, just being, so is Schwartz behind everything? And he's like, maybe. I think it's Sogo.
Well, he's like, Sogo, what he says is that the Demon King is partially to blame. I think he may have been referring to Omazeo. I mean, yes, Sogo's been called the Mao forever, but
which yeah,
for all we know, Tsukasa will be like, haha, I secretly meant Omazeo,
Yeah,
not Sogo.
which this week we didn't get any Wagamalos, so.
Yeah.
Not a single one for the cup.
But we did get Junichiro teaching Waz to cook.
It was okonomiyaki.
Also, I love this funny shot where like they feel like this, like they're at the table earlier in the episode, and they're like, it's like rumbling, and you kind of just see Waz just being way too fucking casual and calm about it, just being like, "Make a step, let's go."
Damn it, I didn't think we'd reach this page so quickly. I was like, he's got his book.
And then Gates is just being like, I don't fucking trust anyone.
Because Gates is the
Like
tsundere.
he immediately goes over to fucking Aura and Wool, and he's just like, you two can fuck right off. Like,
You can fuck that Sky High.
you think after everything you've done to us, we're just gonna immediately fucking forgive you and let you in to our group? I don't think so.
I mean, welcome to Kamen Rider.
even Woz fucking insults him a bit, just like, oh, look who happened to
that's
show
where
up.
you were.
Ah, yes, it's the best gif in fucking Toku ever.
Is it the farting Yellow Ranger
No,
one?
it's the spit take from
Okay,
fucking
so-
the Jason
Oh,
movie.
the belt?
I feel like
Oh,
this
yeah.
episode faked us out because the way they showed this kid in the sprinting race, I was positive he was going to be another drive, and I feel like that was done on purpose. Because they show him in a race, and
And
then
it's swallowed up for some reason, and I'm like,
he gets like bubbled
It's
away, and I'm like,
teleported to
what the
some-
fuck is that? Was that Aqua?
And then he's apparently in a timeline where
Or Dream World
he was
or
supposed
something?
to win, and Schwartz is like, "Yes, you belong here," and I'm like,
What? That
What?
was never explained. So.
I think that might have just been Schwartz just testing out what he can do.
or
I think he was just like,
building
he's
an
like,
army.
oh, he's in a timeline where he lost. Well, I'm gonna put him in a timeline where he wins.
So he's literally just dicking about time.
Yeah, I think that's what that was supposed to represent, was just what, oh, look what Schwartz can do now.
Now you're in the dimension where you win the race.
Look what Schwartz can do.
And then I like that it was kind of funny that, like, apparently not only do to defeat another rider, you can just literally use a weapon of said rider. So, like, Grand Zeo just summons the fucking
Like-
Ken and just defeats him with that. And I was like, oh, I guess that counts.
Like, I'd like to call bullshit, but we can all remember the Ghost Arc.
yeah, but, like, I guess that kind of counts because he's using a piece of Drive's weaponry, so...
I mean, we're getting Drive himself next weekend, but it's
Mhm.
probably just a grand clone.
And then I thought it was funny that, like, Gates went Shipu and he was just, like, speeding around him, being like, ah, look at me, I'm fast, hi.
Yeah, and even that was no match for the fucking slowdown.
Yep. Slowdown's busted, man.
Yeah, there was some chatter in our Discord earlier about how, like, why isn't speed, like, Gates' speed form able to deal with the slowdown?
It's because the shift cars were meant to, like, counter that.
The shift cars were designed with specific mechanics. They
Oh, he used the drive ride watch, you should be able to use it!
right? I'm genuinely surprised.
That would've been
no one
awesome.
used the drive ride
He
watch.
should have just went drive armor against
Right?
him! Fucking... This was a perfect excuse to use drive armor again, because he hasn't used it in, like, fucking, like, 20 episodes, and...
You're
They'll
right.
probably use it next episode.
No. I doubt it. I
Or-
hope so.
You know what? Since we saw Drive in the this preview, I'm assuming Sogo goes Grand Zeo, taps his fucking ass bone to summon
No,
Drive.
he touches his leg. He's on his leg.
I don't care! And just summons Drive and just kicks him at another Drive and go kill your evil half-brother.
Just Wool turns into Drive. No, Aqua turns into Drive.
Fucking why not?
No! Eternal turns into fucking Drive.
Oh yeah, Eternal's here next week. What the fuck is that
The
about?
singer of his
Why
theme
does
song.
it like
I'm not complaining.
Like-
this is a cameo where I'm like, I'm not complaining.
Why
because
aren't we
Eternal's
having
awesome.
like yes, but why isn't he showing up in like a double arc? Why are we getting him in the fucking Drive arc? You know why? Because he sings the theme song.
Exactly.
That's bullcrap.
Like he sang Surprise Drive?
Yes, Mitsuru Matsuoka sang Surprise Drive, and that's why he's showing up
I've
in the
never-
Drive
Yeah,
arc.
I've
Thank you, Blaze. I'm not wrong.
I've
It's
only
literally been
watched
over
the
20
first-
episodes.
Only watched the first 2 episodes of Drive, but I really, really like that song.
New form, who dis?
Surprise Drive is amazing. Yeah, Gar found like fucking a drive form based off Herbie the Magic Bug, which I
Yeah, it
fucking
was so good.
100% approve of.
Type Volkswagen. That's
No, it'd be
pretty-
type Herbie.
Well, it says.
I know,
double
but
in the
it
fucking-
would be called type Herbie because Herbie the Magic Bug.
No.
But it's funny because Shinosuke actually had a Herbie the Magic Bug on his
Do you
desk.
love dog?
Yep.
So what you're saying is he has herpes.
No, he just has one.
That's terrible. So yeah, the episode pretty much comes to a close as we see Swartz
Turn into
become-
another decade, which is actually cool because they did like the barcode thing like on
Right.
the helmet, and I was like, that's neat.
He looks like actual Satan.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Sounds like they're saying decade rather than decade.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
that's the joke.
that's how they pronounce it. And like me and Ichi used to pronounce it, Call Rider Decade, and then Paul got really mad at us going, no, you guys are fucking English speaking. Pronounce it decade. And I was like, Yeah, no, he's right.
We are weebs, though, so...
No, I
Call it
say
decade if I want.
decade. I am proper.
It is pronounced decade.
I know it is. Well, it's decadal. It's how they pronounce
Okay,
it.
decado.
Yes. And then he summons G4, Fuma, Dark Ghost, and
Right.
Ray. For some
Weird,
reason.
weird selection of movie villain writers.
I mean, I was happy to see G4 because G4 suit is fucking awesome.
Right? And he shoots the fucking Gigant missiles.
Yeah, because that's just the thing that's like traded to Decade now. He just uses the Gigant missiles.
I mean, they're fucking missiles, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like it's just a gigantic missile launcher. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, and so again, we just see Grenzio getting his ass kicked, and I was really disappointed about it. Like Grenzio should have just, if he was like more badass, he would have just kind of like, yeah, well, here's my kids.
Please bop it on himself.
Meet my kids.
Meet my forms. Not my forms, though.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it. So we're getting to that final battle. So apparently, we're the next week's episode. Yeah, we get Kamen Rider Returnal and
Schwartz's quote-unquote game, and I guess we resolve the quote-unquote drive arc.
And and Gates apparently is like, let's go back to our timeline, so they go back to 2068 apparently.
Yeah. You know they'll be back.
They'll be back.
They'll be back again someday. Yeah. I would love Schwartz to summon Kilvis, that'd be great.
No, just somebody Volt.
Yeah, someone was posting an image, or someone posted an edit in the Discord earlier. It's like Schwartz as another decade summons evil black hole form and Cronus, the evil riders of time and space.
No, and someone like fucking someone like Lord Baron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really a
rider. I know it's not a rider, but still. Just like all the riders who had like huge god complexes about them. So like fucking Cronus, fucking Gemu level X, or no, Gemu billion.
Yeah.
There you go, dude. Gemu level billion. Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah, Blaze is talking about how this episode reminded him of Chino Monaco DN from Decade. And I'm kind of sad they aren't reusing that as another DN.
Well, it's because it's about another main riders. It's not about secondary ones. So.
I know, but I'm sad there aren't more of those.
Whatever.
I would love to see, like, another Brave, or shit like that.
Anyways, I'm gonna sleep now. Okay, boom. Literally, I've hit the point now with Ryusoulger where watching it makes me fall asleep.
Why?
I found myself fucking, like, passing out while I was watching the episode. So I kind of barely remember anything. I do remember that we got to see Bamba stab something, so that was great.
Hooray! Bamba got to stab a host again!
Yeah, it was a rock. It was a fucking rock. It was a wishing rock.
That actually made me laugh that's so fucking hard.
Like, legit, that's all I remember. Bamba stabbed a rock. There were two rock monsters.
Rock monster!
And Canalo got fucking blue-balled, like, super hard. It was fucking hilarious.
Right?
Oh my god.
He turned into a robot from...
Can I bring my husband? Husband? Yes!
I have to go!
That was so funny.
Things are not going very well for him.
But yeah, so the monster of the week is this weird rock-looking dude who goes, "Oh, Nagai!" Like he's a creepy little fucking fetish character.
But it's because he's a wishing rock who's overloaded with wishes.
It was cute also seeing fucking Wazuru and Crayon, like, bond.
I have to say that Crayon's reaction to Wazuru is basically my reaction to Wazuru.
You're not gonna use me and, like, make, like, 500 of these guys hard? No, I would never do that.
It was so funny where
I love you, Wazuru-sama!
I forget if this was in the last episode or in this episode, because I watched them both today. But there's one part who's just like, your deep and lovely voice.
Oh yeah, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
That's also you called?
That was also where Crayon got buried in the sand. Was last week.
Yeah, that was last week.
Oh my god, Crayon's the best. Where is our Crayon plushie?
Yeah, we need Crayon plushie.
Right?
Speaking of plushies, I found my
complete with drip.
Yes, I found my puppet Yursen. I thought I lost it, but I actually found it.
Cool.
Okay, sorry about that total tangent. I apologize.
So the monster of the week, the wishing Minosaur, I guess. Its ability is to absorb the wishes of people around it.
Oh yay.
Slightly busted, but then defeated in the most stupid way possible.
Yeah, why didn't that work at first? Because they weren't wishing to win. That was how they were from the beginning, right?
Like it absorbs their wishes, and because they wish to defeat it, it turns off their powers. So the way they get around this is, our thoughts to defeat you aren't wishes, they're our willpower. And then they just fucking...
Did they fucking Power Ranger
It's
bullshit this stuff?
Yeah, they determination it. It's such bullcrap.
I'm getting so tired of this show.
I didn't think it was bullcrap.
You know why?
I thought it
You
was
know-
just weird.
You know why I'm not enjoying the show? It's because they don't have a goal. There's no end goal.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Fucking Tokusatsu! Oh, we need to get back to our hometown to be with our families that we love so much. Fucking Ninja, fighting to be the last ninja. Q Ranger, we want to save the galaxy from an evil fucking space organization.
Ryusoulger, we want to get back to Cube World.
Fucking,
Lupin Ranger vs. Pot Ranger, we want to defeat...
save our loved ones,
Save our loved ones
defeat the
and
ganglers.
save Ganglers.
This show has no fucking end goal! It's
Right?
stupid! They're just, oh no, monsters are being released. Well, we better go fucking defeat them.
I guess it's
Our home got destroyed, and now we're freeloading off this YouTuber.
See, that's why I like Sentai, because they have like an end plot and like
We're
a
freeloading
goal.
off this
Just beating the Druidons, just beating the monsters isn't enough of a plot. At least with Lupin Ranger, Pat Ranger, just beating the monsters was the Pat Rangers' goal,
See,
and the Lupin Rangers had their own goal.
At least Kanalo has a fucking plot because it's
Get
like
laid!
trying to get fucking laid, and then he has a thirsty as fuck
I
sister.
mean, that's not that.
Who I'm very glad we haven't seen in several
Yeah,
weeks.
no, I miss Oto.
I don't!
I do. I like Oto.
Sorry, you were saying Emily?
What the?
I don't know. I was just gonna say that it's kind of hilarious that is totally what Canal's goal is.
Okay, Kyoryuger.
Is he the perviest ever Sentai?
I don't think so. There's probably been worse. At least with Kyoryuger, they had ongoing smaller objectives, like, you know, assembling all the amber of all the Guardians, and, like, finding Brigigas, and finding King's lost dad.
And, you know, they were bonding as a team. Like, because because remember, when Kishiryu first started, they were not fans of each other. Like, they were like, we're gonna work together, save the world, that's it. And
Well,
Daigo was like, no, fuck you, we're friends.
I mean, Ryusoulger kind of has that too. Toe and Bamba didn't warm up right away.
Yeah, but they still don't stick together with them. Sometimes they just fuck off on their own. I'm like, guys, we're almost 20 episodes in, just stick together for the rest of the show. God damn it. Even Kanal, Kanal and Bamba have some beef with each other, and like he's
I love how they
it's like, I thought you were friends. I've never said Bamba was my friend.
They worked together last
I
week.
thought that the last. I actually thought at first this is. I hope this isn't weird,
No.
but I thought at first that I had accidentally watched the episodes in the wrong order because I thought,
That's how you know the show has good writing.
So I thought, like, oh, is this the one that was supposed to come before the episode where they worked together? But no, it turned out they were in fact the right episode.
No, but like, it's not just about having an objective like that. It's like, what are they doing? Like, sure, their home temple got destroyed, and they're basically out in the street. So are they just planning on freeloading off Ui forever? Shouldn't they be, like, looking for other temples or something? I thought that's what we were gonna
So
do.
they made like a noodle slide, and it was fucking weird. I didn't understand what the fuck that was
Man,
about.
I think that was
a
just-
really popular summer.
I think that was material for Ui's channel.
Yeah, okay. I just
also
remember.
really want to have
I just
that.
remember Ui made like a really, really cute, like happy face, and I really loved it because she's
Uh,
fucking adorable. It was
Um,
one of my saving graces for the show.
But yeah, so the quote-unquote host of the Minosaur this week was a wishing stone at a Shinto temple. And then the funniest shit ever happens when Bamba stabs the rock, or slashes it rather, splits it in two,
It makes 2 minus.
and then it makes the Minosaur split into 2. I laughed my ass off at that.
I was like, it makes sense. Like, you split a rock, it turns into 2 stones.
And then Wiseru, with his fucking galaxy brain moment, thinks, oh, maybe if I split it again, it'll divide into 4 Minosaurs. So fucking Bamba and Asuna go to stop him from doing that. That's amazing. Oh yeah, where's the fucking elder with his goddamn kebab truck?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. What
Shouldn't he
happened
be
to
helping
him?
them?
I
in
think
some
they just
capacity?
wrote him out because
Am I
they
the only
realized
one?
they couldn't do anything with him.
Am I the only one who thought he was going to be a major character?
Right? The first episode is vastly different from the rest of the show.
Done. Fucking done. Can we bring Geizorg back?
Where the fuck is he? I shit you not, until you just said that, I had completely forgotten that he existed!
He showed up twice in this entire
I
series.
forgot who Geizorg was.
The purple armor dude.
The wandering armor.
I forgot who you were talking about until...
I think this show's suffering from what Zio's suffering from. Like, the writers are just starting to forget shit that they did in the beginning, and they're like, this happened, not this. Like, come on, guys, come on. You know what? I'm 18 episodes into Ryusoulger. I am ready for the next Sentai. Like, anything after Ryusoulger.
You are officially with Sentai where I am right now with Ryder.
Yes.
Oh, man.
God damn! I want to get rid of all my Ryusoulger stuff now. Like, I am done.
And really...
All I
Fucking done.
can think of is the SpongeBob Lost episode thing where Patchy just says, "I'm gonna get rid of all my SpongeBob, all of it, all of it." He rips out his underwear, all of it.
Yeah, and then just fucking. Oh, look at this new Sentai. Like, no, and then just like it's at the point where Ryusoulger actually gets really good, like halfway, because some big plot drop happened. All right, let's watch it.
I mean,
Pickle garlic.
I really hope that the show does get better, because
I hope so too.
the night motif is something I would love to love, and I am collecting the Ryusouls because the Ryusouls are amazing design-wise. But I stress this every week, almost every week. There is no reason for them to be knights. They don't live like knights. They're freeloading off of a YouTuber. They don't do anything
What are you saying?
like.
That knights normally don't freeload off of YouTubers? Isn't that part of every Art Theory?
Oh yes, the nightly.
You should make a mini sketch show on YouTube about a knight who ends up in our time and he lives with a YouTuber.
Oh my god, that feels like something Power
Make a
Rangers probably already did.
Patreon for it. A Kickstarter.
But just like, there's so many things. Like they can't keep track of like how many villains they have. The monsters are boring, especially when they're just called the same thing every fucking episode.
They don't name the monsters in the show, and I'm sure they have names on the website.
That's another thing that makes them bad. They don't have personalities. Like that's
have
what,
their one word they say.
That's what made the Ganglers so interesting, was because they're all like actual fucking beings. Like they had personalities, they had lives and shit. And it's like they tried to like blend into human society.
And just to compound this train of what's wrong with Ryusoulger, I'll bring up again the fact that we don't have a team finisher in the show. The monsters just grow giant.
That! Holy shit! They also see, this show is getting rid of Sentai tradition the way Go Busters didn't. Because Go Busters, they went a bit far from Sentai tradition, but they did it in a good way. In a way that we were like, no, that's cool that they're not doing that.
Yeah.
But Ryusoulger just, no! I can't,
I dare say that Ryusoulger is losing the soul of Sentai.
I miss Pat Ranger so much. God damn it.
Like, the closest we got is, like, in this episode, we see two Rangers using their Dino Slashes at the same time, and that's all we got. And then we get this, for the first time, we have the 6-man roll call, and they're all in different spaces just talking at the same time, and it's so weird!
No, and yeah, the roll calls have been kind of lazy lately, and it's...
And I don't like, when they say, like, the Swords for Justice bit. I was expecting to change it to, like, the 6 swords gathered for justice, but they just take that line out of the roll call. It's like, these swords have assembled for justice! I'm like, it's not Rokugo no Tsurugi?
Well, no, because he doesn't have a sword.
Oh, that's
Oh, fuck, that's a good point.
Yeah.
He's got a dagger!
That's not a sword, it's a dagger! It's a combat knife.
Tsurugi means blade, not sword!
Whatever.
Well, I'm not sure on that. They could say the 6 blades.
Yeah, it's a steak knife, thank you, Kaguya.
It's a fucking chainsaw dagger. I mean, it's cool, but not cool enough for me to buy.
Anyways, I'm sorry, but that's it. That's literally it. Nothing else happened in this episode. It was so boring. The show is boring. I fucking hate it. I've never thought in my fucking life I would like dislike a Sentai this much. Cause like, sure, I didn't like Ninja too much, but at least I enjoyed that thoroughly because like it was fun. It was a fun ass show. Like,
I am gonna keep faith that Ryusoulger will get better.
My favorite series, Sentai series, still to this fucking day, is Russia Sentai Tokusatsu. That shit is fucking amazing, and I would happily rewatch that show again. So fucking good! Ugh! So, Ryusoulger, get your fucking shit together! Like, seriously! Don't fucking hire writers who've never done this shit before. Like, just...
For a series where they go back to playing it safe with the dinosaur motif, they sure are taking a lot of weird departures.
Like, that's why shows like Zyuohger was so fucking good, because it was like a traditional Sentai, and it was just like, it was good! We liked the characters, we liked everything, like, you weren't a big fan on the clip art fucking suits, but like, then you got Zuo the World, it was a fucking really well-developed character.
I maintain that Misao is the most well-written character in all of Sentai.
Yeah, no, Misao was fucking awesome. Can we have someone like Misao again?
No, we get Kanalo. He's horny and thirsty and wet.
And he likes getting wet a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, I want to. It's halfway over, Con. I don't give a shit.
We're not halfway over. We're not even at 20 yet.
He's water themed.
I'm almost done. Like, I'm gonna keep watching this, obviously, because, like, you know, I'm a completionist for Toku. And once I start once I start a series, I need to finish it.
Tell that to Tokusatsu Gagaga.
I do want to finish Tokusatsu Gagaga. I need to see more of that fucking Metal Hero. That guy's awesome.
Emmer Jason.
Yeah, Emmer Jason is awesome.
Yeah, there's more of him.
Yes! I came for the Toku-loving woman, stayed for Emmer Jason.
Oh, here's another problem with this particular episode. So later in the episode, Ko goes back to the stone that's been split up, and he tries to use Gyaku Soul to like undo the cutting.
It's like too late.
It's quote unquote too late. So why didn't your stupid ass use it right away? Fucking moron!
I feel like even when they use their fucking Ryu souls, they don't even use them right.
Oh, also there was one moment where Crayon said Shupachinko.
I didn't hear that.
You must have slept through it.
Yeah, probably. Like literally, I was watching the Megazord fight. I zonked out, woke up, it was over, and I was like, oh,
cool.
I don't even remember what combination they used, nor do I care. Like, god damn.
Blaze's counterpoint was that
did they make like a new combo or something?
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll talk about that.
Cool, I missed it.
Blaze's counterpoint is that they didn't think the rock was important at that time. Kozue and Kanala were visibly upset by its destruction, so you'd think nice guy Ko would go, hey look, I have a thing in my pocket that can fix it! Bam! Rock fixed.
Yeah, there's no rock fusing soul that exists.
Rocky Fuji Soul!
But yeah, the other funny moment was like, Crayon was like, Shupachiko, and then he takes a team of mooks, almost literally just kicks in the door of some random classroom and goes,
He tries to get them to...
Y'all wanna pass? Then wish real hard and feed my monster,
but
bitch!
Instead of what have the desired result, they just get the crap scared out of them and all
They
leave.
just all run.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we get the 6-man roll call, and then they immediately go into Kishiryu Dime Volcano and Kishiryu Neptune. And then, yes, we get the combination of those Gigant Kishiryu, which is ugly.
Oh, good. And then I'm glad I missed it.
It is not nice
I
looking.
don't think it's ugly.
It has, like, Moses, like,
It's got head
bony claw hands for knees. Why?
Someone put up a picture of this, because I honestly don't, like, I remember passing out during this fucking fight. So if someone has, like, a picture of the
But yeah, so it's officially a combination of it's kind of a combination of Tyramigo and Spino Thunder, because it's Tyramigo, it's Mosarex, and it's Dime Volcano. It's just those three. It's not even like all the other Ryusoulger swords because they were busy fighting in other areas.
God damn it.
So the fucking first, like, new form Megazord...
That's it?
Yeah.
Let me have a closer look at this bad boy. Okay. Like, it's not too bad. I kind of like that, actually.
It's got Moses, like, pointy claw hands for knees for some reason.
But I like that he has, like, his arms are like the head. He has the heads equipped on his, like, wrists. That's awesome. He's got, like, giant fucking shoulder cannons, which as people will know, I am a sucker for shoulder cannons.
Okay, sure, but those are good things about Demon Volcano, not this form.
And I like that there's, like, two Ryusouls kind of, like in the head, so it, like, kind of, there's, like, two swords poking out, because there's two swords.
I would like to see that idea explored more.
You know what? No, I actually like this.
The weird part about it is when it does its Hisatsu, it's just the two heads biting, but then
they turn into realistic dinosaurs.
Yeah, as each head zooms in, it turns into a real-ass Tyranno and a real-ass Mosasaur.
Okay, Kaguya is saying the toy looks worse. Can someone find me a picture of the toy? I want to see the toy. Because, yeah, this looks nice. Oh, there you go. Wow, that's fast.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
That's not the DX one.
Yeah, no, that's the mini plow. That looks good. Let's see the DX toy.
Let's see if I can pull up an image.
Gotta Google that shit.
Well, I mean, it just happened, so I don't know.
That's it, I think?
Well, that's the mini plow.
Huh.
I mean, it did just happen, so I don't know if there'll be any, like, images of the DX toy.
Maybe.
Anyway, we won't spend too much time on this.
No, I like that form. That's cool. No.
Oh, the funniest part about this Megazord is one of its attacks is Firestorm, so it just fucking, like, sprays fire from every hole and just, like, flails the fuck around!
I was thinking when that happened, all I could think was, that's gonna cause massive collateral damage.
Right? It's just like, spray the fucking fire everywhere!
Nice.
It looked like it was having a seizure.
One single, like, yike.
Make sure to give that a yike in a comment.
Yeah, one single yike.
Can that be like the dislike on YouTube? You either like it or yike it?
That would be freaking amazing.
Get the fucking Ryusoul tape. That's good, Blaze. I'll fix it with the power of the flex tape soul. That's good.
We sawed this rock in half. And fixed it with flex tape.
Okay, we just need to have. Okay, we need to have the picture. The thumbnail for this episode is going to be Ryusoul Black with Phil Swift's head.
Yeah.
Flex Soul.
How did that not come up until now?
It even works in the underwater Ryusoul tribe.
Yeah, doggy! Just on the mech.
Yeah.
Dino!
I just love how non-Bamba-y this is, so I'm just imagining him acting like Phil Swift, and it's hilarious.
Bamba here for Flex Soul.
That's a lot of damage!
I stabbed this person! I can fix
Oh,
it.
I stabbed this box in half!
Blaze is on it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's this one comment near the end where, like, Kozue, the priestess, says that the stone is tired from listening to everyone's wishes without rest.
Tired?
And I'm like, are you
get
fucking
tired?
It's a rock! It is always at rest!
Okay, this is actually based on a Japanese principle of objects having souls of their own. So the spirit...
It can have all the soul at once. It's still not moving.
Yeah, but it can still be exhausted. The soul, I know it sounds weird.
I'm sorry, but I gotta play this.
It's just a stupid boulder.
It's not just
It's a boulder! It's a rock! I thought that when I was watching it, but I thought it was too obvious.
Wow.
It's just a stupid boulder! It's the boulder? It's a rock.
Yeah, so
Fuck.
next week's episode is Tiramigo's Day Out!
Yay! A Dear Amigo episode.
I can't believe
You know
it.
what? I'll admit, I'm kind of excited for that. Oh, there's the actual toy.
Well, no, that's 5 nights.
Oh.
Get the tape.
It's not even flex tape! That shit out of
Or
here.
no, that's not 5 nights, that's just Kishiryu Tigerlands.
Oh. Tigerlats!
I got it. So yeah, next week, the dinosaur plays fucking baseball.
That's a lot of damn.
I was almost convinced that was him. That looks pretty good.
He can't tell. You need to replace the
I wanna
knife
die.
with his sword, though.
Just, Urgh!
That's
Bamba stabs
a
the
lot of
bucket.
damage.
Stabs the bucket.
How about some more?
It's completely dry. All the women the Canalo hit on are completely dry. Wow, I'm sorry.
Alright, anyways, feature topic.
Warner Brothers made this?
Well, they helped. So yes, we're talking about the live-action Bleach movie, now exclusively on Netflix.
Exclusive. So the reason we're talking about this movie is it features the actors who played Kamen Riders Fourze, Meteor, and Nadeshiko.
Oh, yeah.
And I gotta say, I was impressed. Overall, mostly.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool movie.
Sota Fukushi makes a pretty convincing Bleachigo.
Yeah, and just like the action felt pretty cool, like it felt like anime.
Like, the fighting in this movie is more anime than the actual anime, I would posit.
Just probably, like, I get it, like, they had restrictions because, you know, it's like live-action character, like real people and stuff.
Like,
Like,
there
some
was-
of the characters did not look like how they were supposed to
There
be.
was a shit ton of, like, blocks and parries and flash stepping, and it genuinely felt more animated than the fights in the anime.
Yeah. But, like, so, like, the plot of this is just, like, it's pretty much they condensed all of Season 1 of Bleach into a singular movie, changed some plot things around, like, they couldn't make it, like, because they had to end this movie in a way where it's like, oh, it's just, this is it. Like, you're not getting anything else after this.
And the biggest unfortunate casualties of such abridging meant that Chad and Orihime's origin stories of them getting their spiritual powers was completely omitted from the movie.
Yeah, so, like, we never got fucking Santen Keshun for Orihime, never had,
The Fist of the Diablo.
Yeah.
Or whatever the
Cole
fuck.
wasn't there.
Or Fist of the Giant, whatever the fuck that one was called.
There you go. Let's get the Ryusoulger now.
Oh, perfect. It's great.
But yeah, so the movie is about Captain Bleachigo.
Strawberry Kurosaki,
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Ichigo.
For some reason, his sisters Yuzu and Karin are now twins.
Or at least they look really
No, one of them was slightly older than the other. I could tell.
I couldn't tell
I
one
could tell.
apart.
I could tell.
I'm sorry, but I could not.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
The only way for me to tell them apart was which one is currently being attacked by a hollow.
like Rukia looked different. Like the only thing
I
distinctive
actually-
about her was like the hair.
I
thing.
actually don't like who they cast for Rukia because her voice was way too high, didn't have the right hairstyle.
Yeah, like she was in a ponytail, and I'm like Rukia was never in a ponytail. She had like this like kind of straight looking haircut.
Ichigo basically looked exactly like he
Right?
himself.
Everyone else, I would argue, is pretty on point.
Like Uryu, like Ishida was fucking like he looked exactly how he's supposed to look in the anime. And then Orihime.
His hair could have been a little longer and bluer, but I give it a pass.
Orihime
Orihime
was-
was
had normal hair for some
Orihime.
reason.
Like they couldn't make her boobs super fucking big because
Or give her orange hair.
yeah,
Or a lead. They could have given her a lead.
because you know like it's not cool.
Not
to give
Suki-
it's
not-
not, not cool to give a 15-year-old like big boobs.
Yeah, Natsuki and Keigo are in this movie as side characters, and actually, I'm pretty sure that's Keigo. They never say his name. He has this funny rule of threes bit where, like, oh no, something bad happened to Ichigo. Is he okay? No, he died. Motherfucker, I'm alive. Oh my god, you're alive! And they do the same bit 3 times in the movie, and it's fucking great, actually.
God damn.
Ishin is Ishin.
Yeah, Urahara was in it.
He looked a little older than he does in the anime, and then, I know that's a weird thing to compare.
Well, he's supposed to be like a mid, like, kind of 40s-year-old dude.
Yeah.
It's just like, remember, Shinigami aged a lot slower.
No, I know, I get that, but I'm just saying that, like, each Urahara in this movie looks noticeably older than anime Urahara looks like he would be.
Oh, wait. Let's see.
I think that's it.
Beautiful. Byakuya did not look good in this movie.
Actually, I think Byakuya was probably as faithful to anime Byakuya.
Oh, yeah, no, he was, but it just, in live action, it didn't turn out well.
I mean, I didn't like his anime design.
Renji looked like Renji.
Although his personality was noticeably different.
But you got Sabimaru.
Like, I waited the whole movie for him to just bust out Zabimaru, and then when he did, it was awesome. But the point is, Renji acted way differently than he does in the anime, I think.
Yeah. Because, you know...
I thought you said Reggie for a second.
Because, like, Reggie's not a complete dumbass. Like, he actually has some strategy into his fighting. It's just that he's very hot-headed, so he kind of just sometimes goes in without thinking. That's why he thought he could take on Byakuya by himself with his brand new Bankai.
Yeah, but the thing is, with Renji in the anime, he was always cocky, but I don't think it ever became a point of, like, holier-than-thou, overconfidence, that kind of flavor of cockiness, whereas in this movie, it felt like he constantly thought he was better than absolutely everyone except for Byakuya. And I feel like that wasn't his attitude in the anime.
Mm-hmm. But no, they kept some scenes pretty faithful, like, you know, when he's, like, fighting the bullies and, like, protects, like, the memorial, the ghost boy that died.
It was awesome watching the actor who we've known so long as the guy who wants to be friends with everyone just absolutely fucking mercilessly shit stomp a bunch of people.
Yeah, Ichigo's a tough dude. Yeah, like, it was cool, like, the music I thought was really fucking good in this.
Oh yeah, the music was, like, appropriately, like, rock, metal, sort of, like...
Especially in that first scene where, like, we see, like, Ichigo just, like, stand up in his Shinigami outfit with his Zanpakuto, and you hear that fucking theme song go on. I was like, yeah!
I was kind of disappointed we didn't get, like, a movie remix of #1.
You know what? I think this kind of... It was okay that we didn't get it. I mean, this is cool we got this instead. I feel you, though. #1 is a really good, like...
And also another unfortunate victim of the abridging of the arc is that I feel like at some point, shortly after he gets his powers for the first time, we should have had a montage of him defeating all of the hollows that he fights in that part of the anime.
Yeah, and, like, we never got the plot point with the ghost bird.
Yeah.
The girl whose soul was inside of a fucking bird and Chad was, like, defending.
Well, yeah, that's because Chad and Orihime didn't get their powers in this movie.
Yeah. The training montage with Rukia and Ichigo was pretty cute. But, like, I kind of didn't like that, like, just Rukia just kind of just shows up. Like, I can't even remember. Was that how it was in the anime, too? Like, she just, like, she went to his room and she was just there?
I don't know if it was specifically in his room, but they did, like, just meet by happenstance because Rukia was chasing a hollow.
Yeah, and then it seemed like Ichigo...
Actually, no. In the anime, the first hollow that attacks is Orihime's dead brother.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It was...
And that got completely removed from the movie, too.
Yeah, and then they totally, like, redid the whole fight with Grand Fisher because technically Ichigo fought Grand Fisher on the day of his mother's death. So, like, the anniversary of his mother's death.
Well, I mean, they kind of did that because they were going to do that picnic, and then the attack happened.
It's a little bit lost because I have not seen anything Bleach related ever, so it was kind of interesting seeing this as a first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you think of it, having your perspective?
The designs of the hollows were really, really good.
Yeah.
I think that we were talking when North was here about CG and how CG computer graphics here. They really try to up the realism in ways that often don't make sense for the things that they're portraying. Whereas...
Cats trailer!
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
Whereas in Japan, they, like, if you look at the photos from the live-action Yokai Watch movie, for instance, they just are outright the characters just rendered in a style that meshes better with live action. There's no, like... There's no mistaking what they are. And I think that things like Detective Pikachu and this struck a really good balance between the two.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say for like a movie adaptation of Bleach, like I thought this was pretty well executed.
Yeah, I mean,
it was pretty cool.
Some sacrifices had to be made, and I get it. But
like,
I would say this movie does more correct than it does wrong.
Yeah, because like it ends with like Rukia going, "Okay, give me my powers back, please," and then she fucks off back to the Soul Society with the Byakuya and Renji,
which I thought was an interesting departure because I'm pretty sure he did not give his powers back to her.
No, in the anime, Byakuya is like, "Yeah, you're coming back to to Soul Society, and we're going to execute you for giving your powers to a filthy human. Fuck you."
Yeah, and this movie has an interesting way of putting out its ending where like he gives his powers back to her
and then doesn't remember
and completely forgets, but she goes back to Soul Society to be executed anyways because she's like, I'm paying for my sin, you won't remember me, bye. I think boom boom sequel bait.
I mean, that'd be cool if we got the Soul Society arc.
There was one shot of Soul Society that looked gorgeous.
Yeah, no, that was fucking awesome.
Like, you see Byakuya and Renji talking about what they're going to do to Rukia and Ichigo,
like,
and then it, like, zooms up, and you see the whole Soul Society. I'm like, that looks gorgeous! Can we go there?
Like, I'd be genuinely fucking fascinated to see what the other, like, 12 captains and lieutenants look like.
Right?
Like, I want to see what, like, Kuraku, Take, Yamamoto, for fuck's sake.
Give us the original Organization 13, damn it.
Fucking Kenpachi. I'd love to see how Kenpachi's portrayed. Bring in, fucking what's his face? Ichigo's cousin, like the Kakaku's cousin, or like her brother. It's the guy with the green bandana.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
Who ends up actually being Ichigo's cousin because Ishin's like sister was Kakaku. So
right.
Yeah, I watched Bleach. It was.
Ganju, that was his name.
Ganju, thank you. Yeah, he got fucking dummied by Byakuya.
It would have been funny if, like, I would have absolutely called it sequel bait if they ended the movie with just a shot of Aizen.
I would love to see just the scene from the anime where just, like, in the sequel, where just, like, Ganju's about to fight Byakuya, and Byakuya just summons his fucking Senbon Sakura, and it just cuts to just fucking Rukia going, just fucking yelling at him just to run the fuck away, and he just gets cut up.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, okay, make a sequel. Make the Soul Society arc. That was the best arc in Bleach.
I would love to see what the live-action versions of certain characters look like.
Oh,
Aizen, Rangiku,
Yoluichi.
Hitsugaya.
Like, we didn't get Yoluichi at all, so...
Yeah, they completely left out Yoluichi.
Yeah.
Like, not even the cat.
Yeah, not even the cat. We didn't get the black cat. Yeah, there's a talking cat that turns into a hot, sexy black woman.
Yeah,
it's fucking
ninja.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, she's a ninja black woman. Who I'm pretty sure fucking second captain who like mentored her.
That would be great if they get the guy who played Garen and Libra to be Aizen.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be sweet,
right?
I could see that actually. Fuck.
One other thing that I feel could have been a little more well represented was Ishida in general, because like he just shows up, busts out his bow, goes, "Yeah, look, I'm a Quincy. Look
and
what I did."
And then Renji stabs him.
Yeah, he pulls out the bait that they did in the anime for the whole "Who Can Hunt the More Hollows" challenge, but then that plot point just gets completely dropped, and then Renji stabs the bitch.
Do you know what? Like, it was cool that they used Grand Fisher, but you know what I would have preferred if they actually ended up fighting a Menos Grande? It would have been sick. Imagine seeing like a really cool live-action version of a Menos Grande. Awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, Menos Grande weren't in that part of the show, were they?
Yeah, they were. The final thing like they fought in the show was just a Menos Grande, and then they were like Byakuya and Renji come to like Seichiko, and they're like, "Holy shit, you took down a Menos Grande. That's impressive."
Oh right, yeah,
yeah.
I think they could have pulled off a cool. Well, we're enemies, but we have to work together to kill that thing.
Yeah.
Moment with it.
And then like it's debatable if Uryu remembers everything or not.
Because like he talks to Ichigo at the end.
He's like, "Have we ever talked before?"
No,
He's
but I'm pretty sure Ishida still does have his memories because the only one affected by this was Ichigo. Ichigo gave his powers back, so his memories are affected. But why would it affect Ishida? It's completely unrelated.
That's stupid. Like, oh, your memories are connected to your powers. I'm like, okay. Like,
it's Shonen Jump typical bullshit plot convenience.
Also, which I'm actually kind of happy this was not a thing. No Kion. I'm glad they had to not have Kion.
Cone?
Sorry, yeah. You know.
I love Cone. I'm sad he wasn't in this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but even Kubo fucking forgot about him by the end of the series. I think it was like a placeholder for something. I think that's what Kubo said in the interview. He's like, yeah, Kamen was just like a fucking like placeholder for something, and it's like, oh. But yeah, so Bleach movie, I would recommend you guys check it out. It's a good time. It's a good like hour and 45 minutes, like good hour and a half movie.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch Bleach and you want to see him, it's Ted, but it's
a Ted
Kamen.
joke. But it's Kamen.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh, I gotta send that. I gotta send that to Gar. He'll fucking laugh his ass off. He loves Ted.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, go see it. Like, the acting's pretty good. The action's pretty good. The visuals are really impressive. The music is pretty.
Yeah.
It's good music.
The music accentuates the fighting pretty effectively, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mostly good. A couple of nitpicks, but some sacrifices had to be made for the sake of turning an entire arc of an anime into a 2-hour movie. And especially since this is a Netflix exclusive, I would call this pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, for a Netflix movie, this looks really good. So.
Yeah, alright, so that is Castranger.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's not even 11.
My god.
Alright, so,
Chikai, it is the Castranger.
next week is going to be the start of another theme month.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
We haven't done one of those in a while.
Yep.
So, starting next week, August is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed. Specifically, the live-action movies and series.
Oh my god.
There was a live-action series too.
The Next Mutation, my favorite.
My favorite.
So, our topic for next week is going to be the 1990 smash hit, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh yeah, I legit remember because I always watched the sequel first.
I tend to do that.
Yeah, and then I remember going back to later on as a teenager watching the first movie, and I was like, oh my god, this is like darker than I remember it to be. But this movie made me realize how much I fucking love Raph as my favorite turtle. So,
damn. Damn. So, as always, thank you for tuning in. This was your first time listening to Castranger. Thank you for checking us out. We're a bunch of Toronto-based nerds who gather to watch these shows and discuss them. Don't forget, if you haven't tried Skip the Dishes, to use our promotional code that's in the description, and you can get $7 off your first order, and we get $7.
Oh, yeah.
Feed the Castrangers. # comments for Lane.
Yep, I'm hungry. Please.
Thank you for listening and watching, everyone.
And as always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there you can find our Facebook page, Twitter account, merchandise store, our Patreon, where you can consider donating to help us make the show better for you, as well as our Discord server, where you can chat with other fans and listen to the show live when we record Friday evenings. I can confidently say that again.
Yep.
The schedule caster is dead!
Yeah, thank God.
I drowned him myself!
Whoa.
Alright, so thank you all for listening, and we'll see you all next week! Good night!
Good night.
Evening, afternoon, whatever, fuck it.
Bye.